Hello, everyone, and welcome to this fantastic, fabulous Giant Bomb East Playdate. High energy, high people. You know my catchphrase. What? High energy, high people.
Hi, Hi.
High energy.
How are you?
Very good. And then, hi, people.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, everyone watching out there. I'm Vinny Caravella. That's Alex Navarro, Dan Reichert. And you probably recognize... I don't have the energy to
Michael
come up with a good
Mahardy?
one. No.
I thought we were high energy,
Nero.
man.
You're getting Nero.
I was going to do
right?
America's Sweetheart, and then I was going to be like, oh, but that's Matt Kessler. And then it would be like...
No, what'd you call me? No, I thought you called me an American Nightmare recently, but I misheard you on the podcast.
Okay, sorry. Let me take it back. Hi, I'm Vinny Caravelli, and you're Vinny Caravelli and Alex Navarro.
Give me a fun name, a fun twist on my name.
Okay,
come on, host man.
Randy Dykert and America's Nightmare.
Cody Rhodes.
Okay, fantastic. You're watching this fantastic production of Giant Bomb East Playdate. Anybody call you Danny? There's like
I went by Danny until 6th grade.
Okay,
yeah,
and then you were Big Dan.
No, that was my stepdad. I was Junior.
Oh, Big Dan Jr.?
No, Big Dan was my stepdad.
Oh, okay.
I was Danny until I left Catholic school, and then it's like, oh, I can reinvent myself as Dan.
Oh.
Well, there was that half semester I went as DJ Reichert. That was actually maybe like a week or two.
Oh, wow.
Because my middle initial was J.
Yeah.
But then I switched
DJ.
Then I grew up in 6th grade, and I was Dan Reichert.
So this
and it's been
personality.
Dan since 6th grade. It's been 6th grade Dan ever since.
Yes,
that checks out.
Adult Dan, yes.
Uh-huh.
If I go to Daniel, then you know I've actually made the next evolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, should we get started?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I have brought a game here. Let me see if I can pull it up.
It's
Oh, look at that.
Just the
Somebody
rumble.
pointed out the...
what's going on?
The desk.
Are you trying to move the mouse in the other room by moving your finger on the bottom part of that mouse?
No.
I think he's turning the
I'm
mouse on.
turning the mouse on.
Oh, I was going to say that would take a deft finger. I could just go do it. What? Oh, yeah. I could move that.
There it is.
All right, sure.
Oh, that's what that was.
All right. Oh, DJ, huh?
Yeah, DJ Record.
This game that I have for today, we're not going to spend all of today doing this game.
We're going to jump around on a couple
We're
of
going to
things.
jump around on a couple of things. We just finished Resident Evil 2. This is like a little kind of like post-Resident Evil 2 relaxer.
Abby's still recovering from Resident Evil 2.
Yes. A little setup for this. I was playing Stellaris, a game that I want to like a lot.
No, I'm counting.
Oh, one. Okay.
I'm counting the steps.
So you're pointing at the rolling
No,
upstairs.
no.
There's some noise happening upstairs. And then I was like, I really should check out Endless Space.
Okay, so we ended up in Endless
Space 2. Let me check out if Endless Space 1 leads into Endless Space 2 narratively. Seems like they don't, but there is an endless narrative going on. There's also Endless Legend,
Right.
which is a terrestrial game.
We're at 3 now.
And then I realized there's a game before that. And it's called Dungeons of the Endless, which I don't remember ever playing. I don't even remember when it came out. Now it sounds like it is really coming down over there. But I believe this came out like 2014.
Sounds about right.
And it's a run-based game. So let me load it up here, and we're going to take a look at that because I kind of really like it.
I like run-based games.
It looks like the first DLC for this, which you added at some point, was in 2015.
Yeah. All right.
And then you added a bunch this past Sunday.
What are you talking about?
Just saying, you added a bunch of stuff this Sunday. I don't think that's a controversial thing.
I had one of the DLCs, and I never played it.
Okay.
All right. Let me.
I love Amplitude.
Let me.
Wait, yeah.
Over.
When you say run-based, do you mean something like Amplitude or like an endless runner?
Like no, like
It's not
you
a
do
mobile game.
like a rogue, like.
Gotcha.
Like
okay.
you
Is
do
it a
run.
roguelite?
So you do
That's the wrong screen. Hey, guess what? We
That's
played
not
some
right.
Left Alive earlier today.
yeah, we recorded
How'd
that.
that go?
Well, you were there.
Yeah.
I feel
you
like
played
you
a lot
you,
of that,
You
actually.
should know.
While I fix it, tell folks how it went.
That game seems bad.
It's not good, no.
Dan, what are your thoughts on that?
It is trying to do a bunch of stuff, and it can't do any of it very well. It's not. There's not one part of it that's super duper broken. It's just a whole bunch of parts of it that none of it really work.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
bad game.
bad.
It's trying to do some Metal Gear stuff, but it does it very poorly.
This will be faster if I just get up.
Okay. Vinny will get up, and we will talk a little bit more.
What if I do?
What if you did it?
Wow,
You did it.
I figured it out.
nice.
Should we try and get the audio?
Nah. Oh.
I'm all over it.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
What
this
is this?
jam.
Well, what is this game, Mike Mahardy? I'm sorry. Let me answer your question. This is a run-based game in which you are crashed on a planet, and you get to start with 2 characters. Oh, can I continue? Let's just start a new game. How about that?
Whatever you want, man. It's your funeral.
You know, I'm pretty. I hit continue. I'm gonna see where I was at. Oh, because I'm like almost near the end of this game. No, I'm not. So you start. I'm on level 5 here, and basically I have these 4 characters. You start with 2, and they all have different properties, like this kind of Max, Elise.
I don't know
Ness,
if O'Kane is an actual surname.
No.
and this Kansa. They all have different stats, and you're trying to go up levels. The main hook here is that everything happens when you open a door. That's like a turn. Okay. So, I have stuff here. I've got +5 to my basic technology skill, +4 to this science skill. You can kind of see some of the 4x-ishness in
Yeah,
here.
the way the resources are kind of breaking
Food, and then this resource called dust. And I'm going to collect all these when I open a door. So let's collect. Let's get everybody. Boom, boom, boom. All right, well, let's just get you. Go
out.
here.
Door open.
And you can see it has gone up. Oops. Keyboard is being very funny.
What is it doing?
It's not moving.
Oh, is that a problem?
Yeah. Maybe it turned off.
That was the problem.
So what's going to happen is they're going to be bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I like about this game is, let me get everybody in here. Turn doesn't go until you open a door. You actually make tower defense stuff for when the bad guys come. So I'm going to put in some turrets.
So you're basically just waiting for dudes to come in here, and you're getting set up to
When
deal with it.
Yeah, when I open a door and there are bad guys behind it, I'm basically going to run back. If they destroy this, it's game over.
Okay, so you're trying to keep them from getting to that spot.
Yes.
All right.
So let's go open this.
Can you play this with a controller?
I think so.
Yeah.
You're like Home Aloneing each room.
Huh.
Yes. I should build a generator for more industry because I want this number to go up a lot each turn. You want to maximize.
Oh, you want the numbers to go up.
You want the numbers to go up, and you want to
Okay.
maximize it each turn. So this is just kind of some buffs for this floor. Let's continue on. So far, I'm going to keep everybody here. Okay, no bad guys yet. That +6 dust. What's going to happen is when I middle click on a room, I can light it up. And monsters will not come out of rooms that are lit up. So on my map here, this is going to wind up being cavernous, but monsters will never spawn in a room that's lit up, but you use dust to light up rooms.
So you don't want to run out of that dust.
So this is now not lit up, so monsters could spawn on that on any turn and come out. Unless I light it up. With me so far?
Mm-hmm.
I
Dan?
think so.
DJ?
Sure.
Okay. It all makes sense as we keep moving. Let's put in more of these. And let's go here. Okay.
Oh, monsters.
So I'm actually going to run out of there. I'm going to run into here. I'm going to run back here.
Oh, you're leading them to their doom.
Yeah. Okay.
You did it.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave. Let's leave her here. Yeah, I'm going to leave her here. I'm just going to take these. Actually, I'm going to leave him here. He has an ability. If I leave him in a room, he will gather more of a resource. So I'm going to leave him there to gather that resource. I'm going to turn this room's lights off and turn them on in here so that I can build a food generator. You can only build stuff in rooms that you have lights on.
Right. I just objectively like the term science creator.
What-
That is just good.
We will get one in a bit. I'm going to see if I can level her up, which I can. Fantastic.
I'm assuming you wouldn't want to put turrets in that room because that's like a dead end, right?
Yeah, they're not going
Yeah.
to travel through there. So now I'm going to take the rest of my crew, which is just these 2 guys. Seems like a good room.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so you see this room, they're going to come out of there, but Elise is there. I think we're fine.
I think you'll survive this.
So your dudes are attacking as well as the turrets? Okay.
So they kind of just do what they're supposed to do in any given room. Okay, so let's see. Where do we want to go? We're looking for the exit. Oh, crud.
Oh, so it's just like that game we played with Ben.
Which
You're
one?
just going across the different blocks and block rooms until full of traps until you find the exit room.
Pretty much.
The cube-like
Yes,
game.
the half... No,
Half-Dead 2.
Half-Life?
Half-Dead 2. Yeah, Half-Life 2.
So the problem I just ran into is, here's my crystal. This is the part I've explored.
Mm-hmm.
I can turn this room's lights off, but I can't get all of these lit up at the same time. And I'm going to have to start exploring this way.
Oh.
Which means I'm going to get enemies coming down this way, and I'm also going to get whatever enemies are going to start coming this way.
So will enemies just start populating through those other rooms when you take a turn?
Yes.
Basically? Okay.
Everything is door-based.
Right. So as soon as a door opens, potentially enemies could show up anywhere in those other spots that aren't lit up.
That's right.
So he's just guarding that room.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was a lot of tentacle darkness over there. That doesn't seem like a good
this
thing.
guy kind of sucks at fighting, so I'm going to actually swap him out. He's got
got
that.
some killer sideburns,
I know.
though.
He's got that ability too, which will let him.
Scythes.
Here we go. I'm going to take these two. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's a big room.
Oh, I feel like I'm fucking this up already. All right.
Well, it's a play date. It doesn't matter. You can fuck up all you want.
It took me so long to get here. All right. I don't have any dust to light this room up.
Got to get that dust.
Whoa.
Oh, you just got some. Oh, so you get dust from kills?
Yes.
Ah.
Perfect.
Or from deactivating other light sources, I guess?
Both. Yes. So I'm gonna
Congratulations
put some
on your
turrets in
dust.
here. Thank you very much. Smoking gun is very good. I like that. Tesla module. This seems like it's going to be a room full of bad stuff. And I'm also going to put that science creator in here.
As someone who likes both row lights and tower defense, this seems kind of right up my alley, and I've never played it before.
It's pretty neat. And you can also, so I've got him stuck in here now. So I'm just going to take him because, what was this guy's name? Max. When Max is here, he gets a bonus to, he basically has a stat called Wit that gets added to whatever production he's in the room with. So he's going to add it to that science production. All right. So it's up to this guy to now win the game. Or basically find the exit. Okay, that's good. We just got dust. I'm going to add a couple more turrets in here. Just some prisoner pods. Maybe a Tesla module. Okay. All right, so I found another character.
That's just a heavy. That's literally just a heavy.
It is just a heavy.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I'm going to ignore. Because...
Wow. Way to diss on the heavy, man.
Yeah.
That minigun.
I guess I could replace this guy.
You don't like that guy.
I kind of don't,
it's a
but
4 max.
But he does have this skill, which is pretty good.
I mean, if it is statistically more beneficial to keep the other guy, I'm all for it. I just think it's a perfectly big waste of a good heavy.
Remind me that guy's skill that you're reluctant to give up.
So the skill is with his gear on, whatever room he's in, it's an operate skill, adds a bonus every turn to how much you'll get.
Oh, right, okay.
All right, I'm gonna ignore him for now. We can make this decision later.
Yeah, you just hang out there with your minigun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh crap, this is a big freaking floor. All right, I'm just gonna get
Well, he's shooting stuff, so that's cool.
Come on. All right, I should get out.
At least he's doing his job.
He's gonna help out.
Doing his job even before he got paid.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna come back for me, right? You're gonna be part of the team. I can't wait. Really looking forward to it.
You do get your health back after the enemies are dead. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna add a little help for the heavy here, and we're gonna keep walking down. What I'm looking for is a big crystal that'll let me research more stuff, more science. That's why I'm building science.
A skull, perchance? There's a ton of crystal skull in the Division 2. I don't get why
really?
that was. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not
Is it full of
making that up.
vodka?
Is that a Indiana Jones reference or a 50 Cent Blood on the Sand reference?
Or a Dan Aykroyd reference?
It could be any of them. The inscription says something like
Knowledge was their treasure?
previously we thought this came from like so-and-so era of the Aztecs, but it turns out it was from recent findings have said it's from much longer away.
That sounds like maybe Indy.
But why in the division?
Question.
Yeah, it's a great
Follow-up
movie.
question. Has anyone, if you or anyone, any NPCs, anyone remarked where my skull at?
Not yet.
Then it
Okay.
is not a 50 Cent Blood on the Sand
Pointing
reference.
towards Indy, I think. Yeah.
I have never seen Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
It's a
I've
bad movie.
Watched it again last year. It's real bad.
I bought the Indiana Jones Blu-ray set at one point, and I thought about just throwing that one away.
It's so bad.
I didn't, but I should have.
This is the exit. Now the problem is when I gotta bring this crystal now to the exit.
Uh-huh.
The problem is as soon as I grab that crystal, all the doors in this place open up and all the enemies will come chase me. Which is then kind of, I can continue
It's a problem.
going, opening these doors and trying to gather more stuff. For the sake of this, let's maybe just
get out of there.
should we try it?
Escape?
Yeah.
This is the run.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna gather everybody up, kind of in the crystal room here. This part always goes poorly. We're gonna turn off all these lights, and I'm gonna light the way to the exit.
And just line the entire path with turrets.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Well, they're gonna come out of here as
Yeah.
well. But let's hope for the best. Usually I would just open every room as much as I can, but for the sake of this E3 demo
Mm-hmm. From 2014.
from 2014, the best E3. All right, let's go. Let's put some stuff here.
Prisoner Prod.
Okay. They're not going to actually go in here. That's silly. They will go here, though, because that room's going to be lit. And when I mean lit,
Oh, it's lit.
I mean on. All right, ready? Sorry, Heavy. You were going to get toasted. So I want to grab my fastest character, which I think is still Max. There's a speed.
Max O'Kane.
34. Let's see. 34, 25.
It's actually just a play on words. It means max cocaine, which is what makes him so fast.
And so
Yeah.
I'm going to grab it.
All right.
And then we're going to run.
Go, max cocaine. Go.
Here we go. I'm a little nervous. Okay, I grabbed it. Time to go. It's going to be bad. But it's not far. And they're all behind us now, except for here.
Couple
All
guys.
I really got to do is get in here.
The Heavy's doing some work for you.
Who's that? Oh, no. I left my crystal bearer.
No, he's cool. He's cool. He's going to make it.
Yeah.
Hey, so I took care of that for you guys. Hey, when do I join the team? Hey, when do I,
So I can
how do I get out of here?
I can pop out of here. Yeah, that's what I hear.
Wait, hey, well, don't forget about your buddy, old Heavy here.
classic ditch.
You did it. I feel like I'm going to lose Dan.
I feel like you may have lost, Dan.
I've been trying.
I think you might actually like it.
I mean, it's sure.
Let's
Yeah.
go on the
I
floor.
don't
I know
dislike
you're
it.
done with the pixel stuff, kind of.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, every day he just comes in
I
and he's
never
like,
said that.
he's
I'm
like,
playing games with
Look
pixel
look at this,
stuff.
it's a picture of
The other
butt,
day-
and then it
Oh,
says
goodness.
pixel stuff, and then he's like, I'm done with
Oh,
this.
it's my Twitter bio. I'm done with pixel stuff.
I want to see another floor.
You do?
Yeah.
I do.
You do?
You want another course?
Now that there's a better understanding of it.
Yeah, I'll show one more thing here. I liked it. I liked what I played of it. I'm not usually into room-based stuff, but I think I like the whatchamacallit, the tower defense part of it.
Yeah.
Like building the traps for everybody. Well, I kind of boned myself on that last one by
How
not.
so?
So I didn't spend a lot of turns gathering a lot of energy and whatnot,
Hey, I'll be fine.
but I'll be fine. So now I'm just gonna do stuff without talking about it too much, and move a little faster.
Do you remember the chipmunk dancing after the nuke went off? After the fridge?
Oh, you're still on Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Indiana Jones. Yeah.
I'm going to say I had also lost that thread.
The chipmunk dances.
In Crystal Skull?
After
No,
the nuke goes off.
I've seen like just the initial trailer.
So here's what I remember from that movie. I remember Kate Blanchett's accent, which is fantastic.
She's a Nazi or
No, she's Russian.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, the Nazis are not the villain. It's just the evil Russians.
Right.
Let's see. I remember the part where they're in the giant warehouse and they keep throwing out gunpowder to try and find the magic box they're looking for in the big warehouse.
Yep.
I remember
the
that
guy getting eaten by
warehouse
ants.
explode?
I remember. That's what I say. I remember the ants eating all those dudes.
Yeah.
I remember the aliens.
Yep.
And I remember the fridge.
Knowledge was their treasure.
Yes.
Oh, I did know the fridge part.
Oh
He
yeah,
hid
and
in
John
the
Hurt
fridge.
was in that movie.
Yeah. John Hurt die?
Yeah, John
I
Hurt
get
died
John Hurt
recently.
and William Hurt mixed up all
William
the time.
Hurt is still alive.
Okay, John Hurt was Tender Loving Care?
Yes.
Okay.
What else was he in?
John Hurt?
Yeah.
He's been in many fine films.
Is he an
John,
alien?
It's John Hurd, right?
Hurt. There may
Who
be
am
a
I
John
thinking?
Hurd also, but this John Hurt is the one we're talking about. Star of Tender Loving Care. Also, you may know him as the star of 1984, the film.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, William Hurt is in a fine film, The Village.
Oh, wait. The M. Night Shyamalan one?
What definition of fine are you using here?
Extremely good.
Okay,
Oh,
yes,
that's
I agree with
that's
that,
a terrible
clearly.
movie.
Real
bad.
What else?
I was
He was
thinking-
in Lost in Space.
I always think of William Hurt as the bad guy in A History of Violence.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Viggo
yeah,
Mortensen
that movie's
movie.
awesome.
Yeah,
You know what I just saw this weekend? Ex Machina.
that's a good movie.
Was it
It
for
was
the first
super
time?
good, yeah. I didn't know Oscar Isaac was in it, and I also didn't know like that was even a character, like such a core character, and he plays it so like weirdly, quietly sinister.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that movie was awesome.
Between that and Annihilation, he and the director Alex Garland are kind of developing that De Niro Scorsese relationship, which I'm pretty excited for because I like both of them a lot.
Yeah, I'm really into.
People were like
both those
using
movies.
you in a meme to that song.
Yes, which is weird because like I was already planning on watching that soon, and then I saw that it was an
And
Ex
you
Machina
didn't understand
thing.
the reference initially, did you?
No, I watched the video, but then as soon as the scene started, it's like, okay, all right, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh, he's wasted. He's
Yeah.
weird.
Oh
Late
man,
night.
that movie was great.
The research crystal. Yes, I want.
How many
to
crystal skulls did you
The
research?
dude who directed. Sorry. The dude who directed that Annihilation also wrote
Keep going,
Sunshine.
just keep going.
Sorry, I didn't
No,
know-
Mike, please proceed.
The fuck are you doing, Mike?
When speaking
We
about
invite you here?
art house, no, sorry.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Well, let me pause you for 1 second.
Okay.
I'm going to use my science to analyze this, which will then take I think it's 3 door opens to finally research. Every turn is a door open.
Okay.
Okay? Sorry, Mike.
No, it's fine.
is
The
three
look you
door
gave me
open.
was so indecipherable. I was like, should I talk? Or
He's good at that, yeah.
he might kill me. I don't know.
All right. I'm going to open another door. No, you were talking about movies. Go ahead.
Oh, I think I was done. I was just saying.
No,
the dude,
now continue, please.
Apropos of said proposition, Alex Garland also wrote Sunshine. If you've seen that,
Yes.
yeah, that's
He wrote
it.
Sunshine. He wrote The Beach, which is a little less successful.
Is that the one with DiCaprio?
DiCaprio? Yeah.
The Michael Bay
hippie
movie?
Island. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Tilda.
that.
No. That's. You're thinking of the Michael Bay.
Oh, I'm thinking of the island.
Yeah.
That was Ewan McGregor.
The Beach is the one about the weird agrarian hippie society on the
Yeah.
Thai island that also has pot farmers on it.
Oh,
and
I never
it's-
saw that one.
Yeah, it's
Leo
not good.
DiCaprio and
It's not real good.
Tilda Swinton. Or?
Yes, Tilda Swinton.
Yeah. I watched that on a whim like 10 years ago, not knowing at all what it was.
I saw it in theaters back when my dad and I were doing the divorced father-son thing where we saw each other every other weekend and went to the movies.
Oh, so that was a good weekend with the beach.
Well, I mean, there were a lot. I mean, one of them was we saw Mortal Kombat Annihilation, so some were
okay.
worse than others.
Hell yeah.
Both polls.
I didn't get to pick movies for a couple weeks after that.
Oh, I can't imagine being an adult who didn't know Mortal Kombat at all and then going to see Annihilation.
Yeah. I mean, I knew what Mortal Kombat was, and I wasn't happy about it.
I was thrilled.
Yeah.
This is a merchant.
Uh-huh.
You can buy stuff if you wish. I'm not.
Oh, is that what a merchant does?
Uh-huh. What are you selling? What are you buying?
What are you buying?
Nothing.
Oh.
You keep going. Light that room. Some monsters don't spawn behind me. Gonna get some stuff here.
Was Ermac in Annihilation?
One of those ninja was.
Maybe Rain?
One of them was because I remember he gets murked by Shao Kahn in the middle of a board meeting.
I think that's Rain, maybe?
One of them, yeah. I just remember he throws a ninja into a fire pit, and then Motaro talks, and that's a bad idea. Don't let Motaro talk.
Do you remember before Scorpion jumps in that portal, he goes, "See ya, suckers!" It's like Ed Boon's voice saying "suckers" as Scorpion. Suckers!
No.
I'm gonna say that most everyone involved in that project regrets it.
Oh man, it's so good.
Oh, no.
How are things going, Vinny?
Bad.
Oh, everyone's coming for your crystal.
I saw you got a toothpick.
I got a toothpick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what those do?
Oh, boy.
The video game says now is a good time to panic.
We're okay. Anything blow up? Okay. We're actually all right. All right. There's the exit.
No, you should just go there then.
Should we go? This isn't really how you should play the game, but let's just go.
Yeah, no, I like your just go mentality.
Okay, we're going to turn off all the lights. Direct path it up there. We're going to grab this. They're going to come out of here. We're good there. Let's make some more weapons here. Smoking gun's pretty good from here. Things might get hairy here, so...
Does Cyrax turn into the shark?
Oh, in the game?
Yeah.
It's one of the robots. I think it is Cyrax.
Yeah. Sub-Zero, there's something weird where like Sub-Zero isn't the cold thing. Like, is Scorpion the penguin that poops the bomb egg? Because that seems like that should be Sub-Zero's.
Okay, that would have been UMK3, because Scorpion wasn't by default in MK3, so I don't actually remember what his animality is at all.
Well, there's like 6 Sub-Zeros in Ultimate.
All the ones I remember are from like the original cast. I don't remember what the ones were for the people they added.
There are also active skills you can get for each character, like this one, which does a lot of stuff.
Shrapnelizer.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to pick up this thing and let's go.
Man, I'm ready for Mortal Kombat 11.
Me too.
That's like the only thing I'm kind of looking forward to right now.
I am so excited for it.
Is that mid-April or late?
Late April, I think. I want to say the 26th. I could be wrong, but
I think
you're right.
It's either that or Days Gone purchase for me. I just Mortal Kombat sounds awesome.
Apparently everyone else loves Days Gone.
It seems divisive
It's that
already.
pixel art. I know you hate it.
Done with biker pixel stuff.
Yeah. Man, that game was boring.
Oh, I think you're gonna make it. I think you're gonna make it, Vinny. Exit.
Who are some of the new
I'm going to leave it there.
That's fair.
Okay.
I wanted to see one more floor, and that's what I got, so we're good.
This game is a lot of fun. It was kind of a thing that I only stumbled into because I was looking through the Endless Legend stuff, but I actually really like it. It's kind of older, and I think it actually works into some of the lore for Endless Legend and Endless Space, and Endless Space too. I'm going to switch over here and see...
What are we switching to?
We're going to find that out together.
Okay.
As I switch here.
I love discovering things on the fly during a live stream.
Yeah, me too. Oh boy.
Cool.
It's a great shot.
Yeah. Ego Maniac.
Just leave it like this.
Lego Maniac, please.
Yeah, I
let's
think I'm
just
getting
leave it
another
there.
spam phone call. It's
Okay.
like the third one I've gotten today.
I forgot.
That's a spam call.
I forgot, and speaking of that Ex Machina thing, my wife saw the clips of me dancing and all that stuff, and she asked me, like, why were you dancing? And I couldn't remember, and I was like, there wasn't
You were
any
trying to
music.
rub your butt into Vinny's seat.
And that's why I watched the Best of Giant Bomb thing, and then, I realized, like, no, I wasn't dancing at all, even though everyone put music on it. I was just trying to rub my asshole onto Vinny's seat.
I mean, that is a form
That's
of
funny.
dance. Dance
guess
is just
so.
movement in a certain rhythm.
But yeah, in the moment, I was not thinking about dancing at all.
But that's, like true
That's
dancers,
how it
people who
happens,
really
yeah.
feel the music inside of them, they don't think about the
I
dance.
guess.
It's
Well, I've
just
never danced in
it's
my life,
flowing
but-
through their body.
Well, haven't you?
Well, not knowingly.
And in
Haven't
my
you?
view-
Mike, you want to check it out and see what we got
Sure.
going
In
on
my
there?
view, Dan,
Yes.
the dance lives inside of you.
All right, I'll take that.
But be careful, because sooner or later, the rhythm will get you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to get me?
Yeah, it's a Gloria Estefan song.
Yeah.
Rhythm. Yeah.
Cool. Looks like it's
What? Not a
installed.
We're
not a
good?
big
Okay.
Miami Sound Machine fan, Dan.
I'm trying to remember how it
boot
went
it
in my
up?
head.
Yeah, boot it up.
Boot it. Boot it.
Oh.
Okay. Kill the Division 2.
Boot. Warframe.
We're going to look, Mike's going to show us what Warframe.
Yeah.
This is very educational.
I
Yeah.
love education.
The question was posed, what is Warframe?
Mm-hmm.
What is Warframe?
It's tough to describe. It's a third-person sci-fi action game. You play as space ninjas. As of now, there are 39 different characters you kind of
Oh
upgrade.
my
and
goodness.
A lot of different guns you mod, but it's also kind of a loot fest, but in a different way than you might be used to with Anthem and The Division and Destiny. In this one, you are gathering the materials in mission to then build stuff in your Foundry on your ship.
You have a ship?
Mm-hmm.
Do you fly it around?
No.
What is this music? Is it, did I hit something?
No, that was the game.
Sounded like our pre-show.
That was the
music.
Fortuna theme song. Yeah, that was a new... So there's 2 open worlds in the game now, one on Earth, one on Venus, and Fortuna, that was the theme song.
Oh,
It's
Fortuna.
they whistle their theme song.
What's up with these? What's up with these guns?
So
Those are some fucking Jim Lee ass guns right there. That is some fucking young blood ass gun.
Yeah, I can feel the blood.
A
Wow.
recent update, you normally use those larger weapons on your Archwing, which is like when you're in space, it's like this jetpack that connects to you and makes you into a starfighter.
So Fortuna is like the next season or something?
Yes,
Okay.
it was the expansion
Fortuna.
on Venus. The new character came out on PC, but I play on PS4. Hasn't been out yet. I think maybe in a couple weeks.
How long does it take to get into this game? And by into this game, I mean launch it.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There's Frost.
Whoa, what happened to you?
So this is Frost. He does ice stuff.
Ordis is pleased to see you.
Oh, thank you. It's also a free-to-play game, which it's actually... I can't claim that. There we go. So this is my ship. I got a bunch of stuff. I don't need this. So this is my ship. This is also Frost. Let me show you. So down here, you can have a pet and stuff.
Wait, that was too fast.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm starting with I'll start with the arsenal. This is a bunch of the characters.
What's going on with your body, like all over? Like, there's something about the shape of everything happening here. It just feels a little off.
So here's Excalibur. He was the first ever one, and he's kind of a basic sword based. He looks like Cyborg Ninja from Metal Gear, and then you kind of trick him out with different colors.
It's a cool cape.
Yeah.
You get they call those Syndanas in this game.
When do you unlock these things? Because I've played a couple hours and it's just been like, hey, here's your like base level dude, and you've got all these guys.
That takes a while. I think I'm 150 hours in.
Oh my goodness.
This is
That's
one
several.
I like too. This is Hydroid. He's like a Davy Jones pirate one who you can summon Kraken tentacles.
All right.
Who's my favorite though? I like Mag a lot. She's more just like use
Maxed
magnesis.
her out.
Rhino's a classic. He does kind of what you'd think he would, and he busts through things and tanks and
Wait, who was the lady with the orb helmet that you were just on?
Mag.
I was gonna say that is exactly the fucking helmet my warlock in Destiny had.
Oh, with
The weird like glowy
cosmos in the
there's like
thing?
cosmos inside your head.
Yeah. There's similarities between this and other, and then Volt's another one you could start with. Tell me like what's a cool? He's electricity. There's a fire person. There's water. What should I start with?
The craziest one.
What do you feel
Okay.
good
The
with?
Kraken one. The
Kraken?
Davy
Okay.
Jones.
I'll go Hydroid.
How much money have you spent on this game?
I spent $50, but
Okay.
I didn't need to.
Oh, okay.
$50 gets you like 1,000 of the platinum, which you can see at the top right, and that's like the. So you have credits right here, which are just the regular currency you own. And despite me being at 0, you get a lot. Like I had 1 million something at one point, but I've been like donating to make a few new characters. Platinum is the one you can trade with other players. There's like an in-game economy, and then you'll kind of see all the things. These are a bunch of different weapons. You can see there's a lot. And then the thing about weapons in this game, a huge part of this game, which I'll show you right now, is modding. And this is kind of where it sets apart. This is the screen that people see, and they're like, this game's too complicated for me. They'll see this.
Alright, this is your standard loot-based looter
Right, yeah.
interface.
So these are all my mods, and I could like combine these and sell them and get. And Endo is the currency.
I'm sorry, what?
Endo is the currency to
I'm sorry,
upgrade.
one more time.
Endo.
Smoking
In
endo.
it's you use that to upgrade mods, but then you can put them in your weapon. So a level 0 weapon is no different than a level 30 weapon until you mod it. Upgrading them gives you more mod slots up here. So that gives you like plus a ton of rifle damage. This is slash damage. There's elemental stuff too. There's fire damage. You can also like basically upgrading your weapon will give you more slots to mod it more however you want. You can make it a critical hit factory. You can do like fast reload, which kind of later on in the game people frown on.
Are there a lot of good guides for going
yeah.
through this? Okay.
Yes, definitely.
And you can
I'm
save
not the
different
best.
loadouts, right?
Yeah, you can do different loadouts. Like certain enemy factions will be weak to certain elements. So I'll have like a
Gotcha.
Grenier one for Hellfire.
That sounds like
And
Destiny,
I
where
figured
it's
I had
like,
it in the
hey,
joke.
these things are weak against Void or whatever.
Yeah.
Smoking endo, sipping on gin and schloos.
Oh my god.
There it is. There's the joke. I did it.
And then you'll see this gun has a bunch of mods on it. So yeah, right here I have one for the Grineer, which is a faction. Then I have one on the Infested. Then I have one for the Corpus. Then you can get sets and stuff. Again, you might be doing some reading about this stuff at some point or watching videos, but I'll do a basic like a Grineer loadout to fight them. Go with him.
Can you invest money into the mods to make them better?
Yeah, that's where Endo comes in. That upgrades mods. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do. This gun's good. It's like a Magnum, and then you get a bunch. Melee fighting is also a huge focus. You are ninjas after all.
Of course.
This one's really good.
Look at that character.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a ninja.
I'm like, that's an underwater ninja. Smoking Endo.
You do a big hammer.
Sipping on gin and sloosh.
Schloos.
This
That looks like a Pop-Tart.
Electric whip is pretty cool.
It always is.
I'm gonna go with this.
Wow, that sword is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So that's actually half of the sword known as War. That's story based, and it's a huge spoiler. Not the sword itself, but how I got it. But
what can you change about its appearance?
You can build the entire War sword if it's here somewhere. Last thing I'll show before I show you like how you fight. Like another big station you'll be spending all the time at is the Foundry. This is where so. As opposed to other games where you might just pick up this gun on the battlefield or so, and it will have like randomized elements, and you can maybe re-roll it later on. This, you get these materials. So there is a lot of grinding in this game and farming.
What if you were to hit R2 right now?
There'd be a tutorial. I will say they're a bit more cursory than they should be.
Okay.
But that does give you the bare essentials.
Oh, I see. This is a way to do it.
Yeah, so like you require blueprints. You get blueprints for different things.
Okay. And it's using the character you picked, which is interesting.
And so your items are continuous across any character you want to use.
Okay.
So like if you want to like start max leveling a character, you could give him my best weapons like I just did.
Okay.
Because my High Droid's only at level 10. The thing is, despite grinding and farming in this game.
Dog, your pet.
Oh yeah, like that's a Kubro.
Where's the dog?
Where's your Kubra?
I named him Desi after one of my cats, which is a bad idea because they will die a lot.
Oh.
But you can like pet him. Sometimes his face goes in your crotch when you pet him, like that. Well, no, actually, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. No. I mean, look.
But yeah, that's Desi.
Right
That's
in there.
true to form.
And then you can also get
Genetic tools?
these. Where?
Genetic tools, if you are one.
Oh, that's
Kubro feeding?
they're called Kubros, the
Oh,
dogs.
okay.
The thing about Warframe is it's very weird on purpose.
Kubro.
Their version of sci-fi is very personally like they try to make it.
What?
Oh, that's the thing you're surprised by.
No.
He's a ninja.
No, what he just, you just.
Oh, the bullet jump. Okay, so sorry. Yeah. So before it becomes like that's like a second. Okay, so this is the star chart, and I'm probably doing a bad job of introing all this, but it'll hopefully make sense.
You have 3 seconds to finish this.
So you want to get through the star chart, and I think that was 3 right there.
Yep.
These are all just the missions. There are a bunch of different kinds of missions. You'll see. Nope, that's.
Are all the missions involving shooting?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. You
Well,
kill
slicing.
a lot of enemies
Slicing.
in this game.
What's the setup here?
So
Okay, forget it. What is what are you gonna
Your
do?
space ninja is under this like operative called the Lotus, and she is kind of like you're policing the galaxy. Not policing, you're like making sure there's balance in the galaxy. So sometimes you'll help out this faction, other times you'll go in and like rescue this person from this faction. That's about it, but then you get to a certain point in the story where there's this huge twist, and they kind of recontextualize everything, and the community's actually good about not spoiling it if they can help it.
So
Like,
we're gonna do it here.
Yeah.
Go murder something.
Okay, cool.
Anything you want.
I will do a...
Wait, you fight in this game?
what kind of mission? I'll do Sabotage against the Grineer.
Ah, Cervantes.
But this is
He's a
multiplayer, right?
Yeah, you can play up to 4-player co-op. So there are a lot of different types of missions. I'm doing Sabotage, which is pretty much just shooting a lot of guys and then blowing something up so it doesn't give them resources anymore.
Haven't
And
you
this is my
done?
shit. Well, this is my
Oh, look at
lane.
you! It looks tiny though. There's something
Yeah,
about the.
you can get way better looking ships. I'm just not there yet.
I like what you're doing here.
Haven't you mostly played solo?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Until there's these 2 bosses I hit a wall with, and I would have needed to...
Oh.
Oh, here's some 2 other people.
You just called them toilet people?
2 other people, sorry.
yeah, all right.
I thought you said the Warframe community
But I
was
mean,
cool.
they're
wow.
toilet people, right?
Yeah, okay.
Final question for you before you get into the murdering. Without getting too deep into it and just giving me a basic percentage, how much of this do you think has anything in common with what this game was at the outset?
8%.
Okay.
It's very different.
It looks
and
good.
I never played it.
Does it?
I like the look of it.
There's something about it is like very.
It's garish.
There's something about it. It looks like a graphics card demo.
I like it's smooth and it's got a sheen to it.
It feels like it's obviously it's not that exact game, but it feels like something that is very heavily influenced by the Unreal's tournaments of the world.
Definitely.
I could see
Yeah,
that.
like that vibe.
Oh, okay. So Digital Extremes helped Epic make Unreal Tournament before they made this game.
There you go.
Yeah. So right now I'm with these guys. We're just protecting this thing. You can see I'm bullet jumping. It's when you slide and jump. That originally was an exploit on the community's part, but the developer kind of embraced it to make it more fun.
Looks like you're fighting things from near.
Yeah, they are. So the Grenier, they're called Greniers. I don't know if there's any. This game came out before Nier, actually.
Is
What-
everything
before-
based? Does everything point back to Warframe at some point? Is that what's we're gonna learn here?
Is it
Kind
the
of.
game?
The first Mushroom Kingdom is found on Venus.
And Warframe came out before Super Mario.
So I made the mistake of doing a public match. I'll do solo after this, but right now we're kind of. Who's this guy? That is Mesa Prime, I believe. That's the one you have.
Is
Dan.
that the Dark Watch guy?
No, yeah.
Oh, I have that guy.
That's that's Limbo Prime. I'm sorry. He does cool stuff. He can like bring you in and out of the void.
You just destroyed a massive batch of Grenier toxin.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I had to ask.
yeah. So and then you get energy. I'll show you some
What?
of my powers.
Is it broken?
Processing this.
No, and then you can do like John Woo bullet jumps.
It doesn't.
Yo!
It doesn't. Why even design a level?
It's pretty awesome. Like, moving around feels really
Wait,
good.
I haven't shown you.
Hey,
like,
how's it
some-
running around?
Oh, they extract. Okay, I gotta show you like this dude's powers because he can summon a kraken.
Yes, I want to see the.
And then I'm extracting. That was I got in like middle of the mission, so that's done.
Another job
Well, folks, should we go back to Endless Dungeons and Endless?
no, I
Because
kind of want to see more of this.
I'll go into. I didn't realize I was set on public matches because last time I played one of these bosses, I was with 3 other people. Another useful thing to know, probably the last thing I need to really explain, is the way the game tracks your progress. It's called Mastery Rank. It's cool because unlike Destiny, where that will gate you from certain bosses, the Mastery Rank is just an indication of how many different kinds of characters and weapons you've tried.
okay.
So you rank everything's max rank is 30. Or just played as.
Okay. Not
sorry,
gotten
like-
any achievement or
No,
progress with.
sorry. I probably could have phrased that better. It's a measurement of how like you've mastered each character and weapon.
Okay.
So you get everything to level 30. Theoretically, if you got everything in the game to level 30, that would be max rank. But the game encourages you to try out a lot of different weapons and characters and etc. I'll go solo because, yeah, once you start getting the hang of movement in this game, it is very fun and kind of cathartic, but also crazy.
Seems vaguely game breaking, as many alluded to.
Yeah.
Do all the characters
I'll go to
they have the kind
Mars.
of a similar move set in terms of actual, level traversal?
They can all bullet jump, but then you get characters like the new one that just released, Hildren, can hover. There's one called Zephyr, who is very much air-based.
Okay.
They can kind of all fly for the most part, but yeah. And then there's Excalibur. He's very good. So they all have one passive. Excalibur, as long as he's using a sword, he just attacks more quickly in every way.
I mean, Excalibur.
Rhino, when he hits the ground, instead of just like, there's no falling damage, but you can kind of stumble. He just makes this earthquake when he lands.
Okay.
I think you like Rhino. He's good. He's one of the original 8.
Is that the one I am?
I think
Which
you're
one? I'm
Mesa.
Volt, right?
Oh, you're Volt the
Yeah,
electricity
I'm Volt.
And again, how do you unlock characters?
So it depends on the character. There's a lot of farming involved. There are some characters I would recommend just when you download the game, I think you'll get platinum to begin with. I would just recommend getting some of them because there's some that are the farming is worse than others.
One thing I appreciate is I feel like every second I'm playing this game, I'm either shooting something or striking something or opening something or getting something.
Yeah,
I think things are
it's-
just constantly happening.
Despite despite grinding and farming, this game is very good about that. You're always, you never really waste time in this game, I wouldn't say. I mean, like, it's when you start to go for a specific character. Some characters, like Hydroid, for instance, I had to get his blueprint, which you could just buy for 15,000 credits, which is like nothing. But in order to get, there's 3 parts to each Warframe: the chassis, the systems, and the neuroptics. Just a fancy way of saying like their head, their whatever. They you have to like beat a boss, and then there's RNG there. So like in order to get the part you need, you don't know if you're gonna get it.
From the boss.
Right, because the Hydroid, this one was tied to this one specific boss that I killed. Other characters have their own really well-written story quests, like Limbo, the one we saw earlier, that guy playing. He is this person who learned to use void energy, but got trapped in the void, so is pretty much always here and always there.
Dude, sounds cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this... again, yeah, that part that I was talking about, the twist in this game, kind of gets really meta about, like, power fantasies in general. Oh, this is a tough guy.
Are you a human in the suit? Or are you a robot?
What is a human? What is a robot?
You're these, like... You're a cyborg. I don't even know if cyborg is the right word. You don't really know what you are for most of the game. Not most of the game. Until you get to this quest called the Second Dream. Sorry, this prosecutor... These are like...
What is he doing?
He's trying to...
Just put on some, like,
Mr. Prosecutor, this is highly unorthodox.
And this guy's just really happy
These are
to
Kraken tentacles.
rave out. So, what?
Yes.
Whoa!
That's a Kraken tentacle.
That-
So that's my...
That's a Kraken.
That's Hydroid's ultimate. And also that has the secondary...
Mr. Mahardy, if I may, this is more of a comment than a question. You seem real strong.
I'm actually not. He's
Okay.
level 10. I have some that are... this is also a lower level mission.
I mean, that guy's level 18, so I understand why you're having
What
a
are
little
they
bit of trouble.
doing with their arms?
They're deflecting with their bow staffs.
that
They're
what-
in the color guard.
They're fighting, man.
So this is probably a better weapon to use against them.
No, they're doing it when you're not shooting.
Yeah, no, they're in the color guard. They're doing their fancy flag.
Then I've got one I could just become a water... Or no, sorry, wrong one. A water puddle and absorb them.
Platoon? Alex Mack?
Wait, what are you gonna do?
He slips into my water. Alright, sorry. And I get out.
Oh, you know, just fell into my water. No big deal.
The way you genuinely were just like, get him.
Yeah, fuck you. So anyway, these guys are... So these guys were
What
summoned
is-
because the alarm went off.
This
And
is very silly.
he's like, oh yeah, this game is weird. So that guy was... It's...
Now he's a torso.
Okay, so contrary to what it might look like, there is an objective. It's this is a mobile defense mission, so I'm picking up this data chip, whatever it is, and bringing it to the next terminal, and I'm defending that. The alarms went off. I gotta do. There's a little bit of hacking. Oh no.
Even the hacking minigame I like. Just like
Yeah,
jam
they're
A
fun.
until those things
Yeah.
are down.
Well, if you're
Oh,
playing
that's
with
that.
other people, how would you tell what's going? I turned into
Oh,
a puddle.
yeah,
Your
it's-
tentacles.
I would-
This guy's in the void, but not in the void. Like,
I'm trying to think what the craziest character thing is, because that was Hydroid's ultimate.
That's really good.
how do you get more ultimate?
So once you get to rank 10 with each character, you have all 4 abilities unlocked. You can see the bottom.
You just dropped a portable hull on him.
and I
like,
get like
that's-
do a water
You
charge
really
thing.
did, yeah.
Turn into a squid
you
kid.
just Roger Rabbited that motherfucker.
Oh, I don't have energy. I was trying to do the puddle thing.
I was gonna say, why were you just standing there?
That's a mod, so I pick up a mod plus 40% health. That's actually not that much at the point I'm at. So right now I need to hack because once the alarm goes off twice, they lock.
This minigame.
What?
I'm just pressing X when it touches one of those
Oh,
things.
okay.
Oh, it's like when you unlock the Smash Brothers character, the spear,
Right.
and you got to shoot. Okay,
Roll the blade thing.
yeah.
All right, so I'm getting up to a terminal. Again, this is a mobile defense mission. It's one of like maybe 9 mission types. This game is not lacking in variety or just insanity
No, this
in
game
general.
seems like it is
There's
made
a-
in an open Google Doc, and people are just.
Oh, shit.
Prosecutor
You
is
just
approaching.
respawn right away. So there's a funny anecdote about Steve Sinclair, the creative director, actually, speaking of Google Docs. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get up there.
Where's this going?
Oh, no, I know. Sorry. So I don't know who it was, but someone came, or I kind of do, but I'm not going to name it. But they came from this big, like, AAA developer to go to Digital Extremes. And they were kind of put off because at the end of one day, Steve Sinclair, the creative director, said something to the extent of like, yeah, this is what we asked for, but we're going to try to work on this differently tomorrow or whatever. The person was a bit offended and sent him something saying, hey, I did what you asked of me. Why are you making me redo this? And then they sent the Google Doc to like say, look, this is what you asked of me. And then his sort of famous response was, we're not making a Google Doc, we're making a video game. And that just reminded me of that.
Oh, okay.
That's just kind of one of the... Okay, so now I'm putting this in here. I'm going to defend
So did
this.
they never use a Google Doc ever again after that?
The reactor will have
This is
tight
like
security.
something
Watch
I like
out
to-
for enemy patrols.
It's a good anecdote.
Yeah.
Hey, do you ever? Okay,
This is not
Y'all
a mobile
don't have
defense
kids,
mission.
but,
This
like-
is a sabotage mission.
ever have like see a kid describe a drawing to you? You know what I'm talking about? It's like kind of like what's going on here? Well, this is you, Dad, and you've got tentacle arms, and then this is the puddle. You came out of a puddle.
Mommy's in the void.
Yeah, what's this? Well, Mommy's in the void, but not in the void, and the son's angry. And this person here, they have swords and guns and ninja feet, and it's a cat. It's a cat.
He has axes.
And they love you. And what am I doing? Well, you're fly jumping bullet timing. Like, what does that mean? Well, you can fly and jump and swim at the same time.
Dad, I drew a video game, not a Google Doc, okay?
This is actually not a mobile defense mission. I was wrong. It's sabotage.
Okay.
So I'm just
You're
pretty
sabotaging
much
shit.
fucking shit up, yeah.
That's
So
great.
the Grenier can't use the machines anymore.
That's the reactor.
That
Expose
voice
its
right there is
core
also
and
Rebecca
destroy
Ford,
it.
the community director, like live ops director. Now I'm just.
It works.
Yeah, all right. That's what I like to see. Shoot and
man.
blast stuff.
I'll
What
show
got
you.
goop in it?
I will after this, if you don't mind, I will go to a higher level character on a pretty crazy mission.
Mike, I think it is.
This is
suffice
tame.
it to say, you can do what you want at
Okay.
this point. We're on board.
Okay, cool.
What did you do?
I just destroyed that reactor. Now, anytime the objective is green, that just means you're extracting.
Okay.
What did I say?
Oh, you found the exit.
you're
Abstracting.
abstracting.
Abstract, kind of.
I like that gameplay term. Somebody should use that.
Out of 150 hours of playing this, how many of those hours have been spent with story where you can't control a guy?
Story where you can't control a guy?
Like a
Like
cutscene,
cutscenes.
something you have to watch. or
Oh.
whatever.
Less than 1%, I'd say. But I will say, like, there are parts later in the game's development, like 3 years in, they started, 2 or 3, they started, like, adding some story stuff, and a lot of those quests are actually really good.
Okay.
Why
not-
did? Sorry.
Like, there's one that you do, and it kind of actually, like, contextualizes the game in a way that.
Why does it say Irish axe?
That's
my.
his-
That's my.
Oh,
dumb screen
okay.
name. I
Hard to
would
tell.
change it
Hard
if
to
I
tell
could.
in this. No, I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Listen,
In this
Hard-
game, it could be anything.
It
Mike,
could be
the
anything.
Irish axe Mahardy.
Yeah.
kind of like it. I'm kind of with it.
Old-timey boxer.
Mickey
Yeah,
Mahardy.
that poster. Somebody should make that
and
poster.
mayoral
Yeah.
candidate.
So now that you kind of get a sense of him, now you might see others in a different light. So she is like this chain whip. She does this dome of chains, and
Power
she
Rangers
also
villain?
has a cat that goes around with her. I made her pink and stuff. Loki is one of those like classic characters. He can go invisible and trick people.
Classic.
I think I
Red shirt.
figured it out. A lot of these people just look like damn Guyvers.
Yes, totally.
This
like
is
a
some
Guyver.
Guyver-ass character
Except
design.
for this one, looks like a rejected Guyver.
She
That-
is actually really good. She's like a nuclear bomb that can go off whenever. Valkyrie
Metal
is
Gear?
nuts. She is she
Ooh.
summons these. Actually, I could show you.
She's got a fire
Her
head.
ultimate is Wolverine claws right there.
Nah.
Okay, when you
Gotcha.
say that's very good, but when
That's
you
actually
say
more Lady Deathstrike. Thank you, because it's
Sorry,
the
yeah,
fingernails.
you're very right.
but,
yeah.
but when you say that's nuts, before you had tentacles
Oh.
come out of just nowhere.
You turned into a
And
sentient puddle.
It turned into
Sorry.
a puddle. So
When she
You Warner
uses
Brothers
that-
cartoon
up
to
the
villain.
game a bit, please.
when she's using that ability, she goes crazy. I'll go. It's either Mag or Excalibur. He summons like a lightsaber. I could do him.
What's the other one who brings the dog? The cat.
Yeah, I could. I'll do Korra.
Yeah, she looks
And
cool.
I'll bring
She does look cool.
that weapon. You can also to like if I haven't stressed this, everything's fully customizable.
Yeah, it seems like it.
There's no end game in Warframe. The meme is that fashion frame is the end game when you start making your characters look really really good. So I have this helmet in my Foundry. I just haven't built it yet. But you can get like different helmets for them. She looks kind of cool with that.
Does look pretty cool.
And I can add a cape to her, but I kind of like her spikes
I'm
on the
sorry.
back.
What? Please stay in
a
the fiction.
Sindana.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you remembered that.
I did not. I had to ask you what the what the name was.
So that's Venari. She's my cat.
Oh.
She's really good. And then I have Death Cube as my other companion. Although I could bring Desi. I'll bring Desi.
yeah, bring Desi instead of Death Cube. That's what.
I'll have a dog and a cat.
You know, Death Cube, you sit this one out.
You know what?
Just keep cubing it up over there.
Okay.
There, I got Desi coming with me. I have a dog and a cat, and I've got a whole party. I could go Uranus.
Vinny, is this what you expected from Warframe in 2019?
Yes, I expected somebody to start with like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and by the end, it's like I don't know what this is anymore.
It's still-
What happens when you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for 15 years and you have to work every day?
It's still
right?
a peanut butter and jelly
Right?
sandwich, but
adding
it's one of
to it?
those.
Yeah,
it's
like,
one of those
what are you
peanut
gonna
butter-
do?
It's one of those peanut
There's
butter and jelly
onions on it
sandwiches
now.
they sell in Brooklyn for like $40.
Yeah, but also like I've been spending 15. What at some point this game will just be like push one button because they will just wipe everything out and just be like. It's just
a
it's
clicker.
just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich again.
Right. Yeah.
Nerd.
So you see level 30 to 32, that's not like the mission level, that's the enemy level. Enemy levels go up to 100. At that point, I don't even know if my best characters are good enough. I mean, they are. Don't get me wrong.
There's a lot here. Is this
There
game...
is. And I
how
will
old is this?
6 years in 2 weeks. So the 6th anniversary is coming up on March 25th, I believe. It was in early access for like 6 months before that.
Were there any really controversial changes that they made to the game that the community hated?
The one that I mentioned, Second Dream, that actually kind of made the game and like it made recontextualize everything happening. Like half the community loved it and half didn't, I would say. Again, it's a huge spoiler to say why, but yeah, so when the Plains of Eidolon, the first open world released, it was pretty broken, and
The game
were like,
overall, or just the edition?
the open world. People were wondering what. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I made a mistake. So I still have my mods set to fight Grineer, but I'm fighting Corpus.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, that I don't think that'll factor in this low. But these guys you can see are more robotic and shield based and flying.
And so you want stats that go after that stuff in particular.
Right, and they have certain weaknesses. Her base power is a whip.
All right.
So she's Ivy. Got it. All right.
All right.
Yes, and I'll show you some of her other ones.
Those things seem to be dying pretty all right anyway.
Well, who's
Yeah.
this? Somebody was in your window. Was that you?
It was just another character, kind of.
You also played Anthem.
I did.
Do you think it's a apt comparison? Are they trying to be similar types of games, or would you say they're totally
just
different?
based on time and like I would say Anthem. If anything, Anthem should learn from this. I think they could. They're very different.
Your
Oh,
dog?
Does he? No.
What?
That's why I made a
putting,
mistake.
You're cremating your dog?
No. I'm reviving him. I made the mistake of naming him after my actual cat, which didn't make sense because he's a dog, A. But also, B, they die a lot. They'll be fine after when I get back to my ship. But okay, so that's an elevator. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to...
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah.
Are the dog and cat fine to get up there too?
Oh, yeah, they'll
All
just
right.
appear next to me.
Do you also have a sword? Or you have a whip?
I have a sword. Well, her power is a sword. I have a whip I could equip.
Is that...
You know what? You do whatever you gotta do.
Mike, is this character done? It's just,
Oh, it's done all right.
Mike, did you import a character from another game in here like they did with that the tank engine in Resident Evil? 'Cause
Oh my god, I've died laughing at that. Okay, so
that animation's real.
there we go. So now, like the objective is just that this thing is using my shields
Now
to
it's
be powered.
Overwatch?
Interrupted its power cell.
Yeah, so you see
Yeah.
my shields are draining. It's kind of cool because if it takes too much damage, I'm just kind of to get it out of here. These guys are annoying. Let me. Oh, this dude got pissed because I killed one of his friends. So now every once in a while, he's like a persistent enemy that will pop up.
Just in whatever mission you're in?
Yeah. I can immobilize people with chains.
Wait, what about Pop-Up? Is he dead?
He's here somewhere. I don't know where. And it's not a good time because my shields are getting drained by this. Oh, there he is. I'll try to kill him, but I don't know if
Use your ultimate.
my chain dome.
Welcome to
Oh.
the chain dome.
Oh, he didn't get stuck. Does he? I mean, does he?
Is Desi's down? Oh yeah.
I might just have to leave him.
Oh man,
Just-
this
wow,
guy.
look
Why
at
is he
that.
standing on his
Show
sword?
up.
Wait,
Oh, I'm out of-
something
I'm out
happened
of-
in here.
I'm out of
You don't.
energy.
Okay. This is
know if-
surprising to you. That's good.
I mean, I've killed him before, but he's killed me many times. He's called the Shadow Stalker. Oh, you can see his name.
He's got a lot of health.
Damn it. He's gone. Once he kills you once, he's done.
And what if you had killed him?
He disappears and he drops some pretty cool stuff. Like, actually, the sword he was just using, I'm using half of it.
Is that the war
Yeah,
sword?
he had the full war.
Oh, that's cool. So could you get it from him?
I have it in my Foundry. I just haven't built it yet.
Oh.
So I have the blueprint, yeah.
Sometimes it feels like I'm watching gameplay footage of this on YouTube with like 1.25 speed on.
So far, so good.
Feels like it's always just going like
Yeah.
a little bit fast.
Yeah.
In a way I
it's-
like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's primarily a PC game, I'd say. They release content on PC first, and it's very well tuned to the mouse. All right, so now I
It's
got
on
to
Switch
kind of.
too, right?
They just released on
But
Switch.
you're playing with on the PS4 here.
Yeah, I got the
clearly a controller.
Yes.
And you think that is there any kind of aim assist or?
Yeah, I mean it feels great. I have no qualms about playing on PS4 aside from PC gets stuff first.
Gotcha.
I have it on PC, but my brother, who I got into it, plays on PS4, and this is kind of the game we catch up with now that he's not on Destiny, really.
I'm going to assume none of your stuff would transfer over. It's not like that.
No, that's an oft-requested thing. Because a lot of the community does want to go to... Oh, this dude's a nullifier. They just don't let me use my powers until I kill them.
That sounds terrible. Who's that? Who's this?
He is a Gambulus? Semitus. I don't know. This isn't actually going
I can't read any of that because everything's moving too fast.
Yeah.
This is numbers and explosions.
All right, here, let me...
I feel like you're fighting like some kind of Doctor Who cosplay convention.
This is the video game Bart Simpson is playing to demonstrate that he has attention deficit disorder.
Yes. Oh, yeah, this... Okay, what is my cat doing? I thought someone was in there. Okay, now I got my shields back. I can power this.
So your shields are the blue number on the left and the red number on the right is your health?
Yep, and characters like Rhino will... So the new character they just released actually doesn't have... You see my energy at the bottom right, that meter? That's what fuels my powers. And those are the blue orbs I'm picking up. The new character doesn't have that, and it's the first one not to. Her being Hildren, she relies on her shields, which just act also as her energy. Which is kind of a cool way to switch it up, I guess. I haven't played her much yet.
And once you pick your loadout, like you said, your mods and your stuff, you can't switch it mid-mission.
Not mid-mission, no. But the missions go pretty quickly for the... well, actually, later in the game when you're playing with like high-level characters and you're really trying to farm good stuff, you might go into a survival mission and play for an hour.
Okay.
Which I've never done that. I wouldn't be good enough to survive that long.
And the respawn, you just respawn right back in?
You get 4. So it used to be when the game first came out, it was very free-to-play bullshit. It was each character could only die once a day.
Oh, real world day?
Now it's now it's just each mission you get 4 respawns and you can redo the mission right away. And
Would you say this is a good, as far as free-to-play done right? Is this like a model of that?
I so often have to remind myself it's free-to-play. Or I don't have to, I just forget that it's free-to-play. There are certain characters, there's certain stuff like when you finalize the blueprint, you'll have to wait like 12 hours for it to finish building, or certain characters the farming is just bullshit, like really bad.
And you can pay your way out of it if you want?
Yeah, so the thing stopping me from saying those aspects are bad is that the platinum, the stuff that you use to buy stuff from the market that you can buy with real money, you can also just trade really good items to other players for platinum. So you still don't even technically have to spend money. You could just farm better stuff and sell it. Which there's like a whole in-game economy, and that's one of the reasons they don't want to just open up do the cross-platform play, I think, because it would just really mess with the economy.
There's a guy on top of your thing.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of not paying attention as much as I should be.
Feels like it would be easier to do with multiple people.
Yeah. I got this.
I believe in you.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I don't believe in you. I do.
But there's certain bosses that with my current loadout, because once you start upgrading your mods enough, it's gonna start shooting at me and dropping people and into the Strangle Dome.
So yes, it is a problem.
Welcome to Venus. No, I'm on Neptune.
Not the chain. What'd you call it before?
Chain Dome.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah. It's, okay. Dan pointed out it's called the Strangle Dome.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I was gonna say this can't be Venus because it's very snowy.
In this game, Venus is snowy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you go to like its moons and there's
Back to the child drawing.
In this game, birds swim.
Yeah.
And the fish do mathematics.
That is not scientifically
There's
accurate.
the extraction point. I'm going to let my shields recharge before I give it the final push.
We're autists.
Autists make the machines. Engineers hold the mirror up to society. So I succeeded. That was a hijack mission. There's Venari.
And
these guys still being dicks, taking pot shots at me.
Desi will be on the ship.
He will be there, ready to... Yes. Okay, this is... Oh, God. I have one respawn. That's good. Let me get one more. Immobilize someone.
What are you waiting on now?
Nothing really. I just kind of... There we go.
Oh, crap.
And what did you do?
I guided that rover with enemy supplies to my ship.
He stayed on the payload.
Yeah, and then so that's a mod I picked up. I mean, just gives you more ammo against really late game bosses. That's actually kind of important because you might run out of ammo while you're shooting them enough. You can see I got credits, nanospores. Those things all build different stuff. And that's where I spent most of my time on the wiki, like figuring out where do I get nanospores or oxium. And it wasn't tedious. It just takes a little bit of learning. Like now I can think off the top of my head. I know there are plastids on Ceres and Uranus. But that's the one thing I say. I think the game could be a little better about if they just had a screen that said, focus on clearing the star chart, the rest will unfold naturally. That would do wonders, because that's something I had to look up.
Like kind of like Destiny has that left pane. Destiny 2 has that pane on the left of like, here's your objective. Here's what you should just be focused on next.
This has a codex with quests and stuff, but it's not the best about... it's very complex, obviously, but it's not always great about easing people into the complexity. Because the complexity I like, and I love learning. That's kind of half the fun of the game. I'm trying to find, like, this gun is weird. It rotates.
That gun is a person? A thing?
That's a massager. That's for my back. That's my back massager. I bought it at Spencer's Gifts.
There's one faction I have not shown you.
ExtremeGunstrength.com.
This is mag.
For my sciatica.
So,
that's a Nerf gun. Come on.
I'm trying to think of another dumb character. Oh, Octavia. She is cool. You actually can make your own songs with her sequencer.
She's like a living Mardi Gras float.
Her ultimate is this like disco ball that shoots out and just like you should look it up because people actually make like remakes of songs with her instrument. You can make your own song, like customize it so when you buff your team, everybody hears like "Foster the Kids" or "Foster the People's" pumped up kicks.
How do you do it?
I don't have her, but it's
you have to.
It's when you go into her ability screen and customize it.
Oh my goodness!
Titania's like a butterfly.
So these are characters you don't have yet,
right? I have one being built, Gara, who is made of. She's almost done in my inventory.
She's made of cheese.
She has glass attack. She turns enemies to glass and then just shatters them. This is Chroma. He's really cool. He is a dragon, and his thing is
but a dragon ninja robot.
Yes.
It's like he's got the armor that fucking Gary Oldman's wearing at the beginning of Dracula.
He is cool because you can change their energy color, which is the color of their attacks when you use them, and depending on what color you use for him, whatever color family it's in, it will change his attacks to like toxin or ice or fire. So you could switch between them. So if you want to do fire attacks against the Infested, who is a third faction we haven't seen, you could just give him red energy.
Have you seen that Gremlins 2, the Gremlins 2 skit?
Yeah. I love it.
It's in the game.
It's in the game.
A dragon that's a ninja robot?
We use colors.
In the game. It's completely what just popped
A
up.
lady made out of music? Sure, but I don't know.
You are a crazy man? I love it.
It's in the game.
A gunfighter a la Clint Eastwood? Yes, put her in.
No, we're just making a
game.
free-to-play. No, none of that is in the game.
Yeah, that's very...
This man had never seen Gremlins 2. My place.
I saw that skit way before I saw the movie.
We watched it like 4 in the morning.
Should I do one more mission?
Why don't you do one
why
more
not?
mission?
Let's close this out in style.
I'll close this out with Mag, who people make fun of because she's very useful, but there are a lot of people. She's like the Hanzo. Like very few people use her correctly in team situations.
Do you use her correctly?
I like to think so.
Okay.
Because I've watched stuff. There's like 150 hours in. I was watching this video. Sorry. So I got the Heck. That's a 4-barrel shotgun, and it's very good.
Yeah, that's a heckin' good gun.
I'll fight the Infested. They are the third faction, and as you can imagine by their name, they are that like pervasive like zombie
the flood.
infection, the flood, the hive, whatever. Let me see if I have.
Oh man,
this one's really good. This does plus 120% multi-shot. So I upped it so much that each time I fire, it will fire more than one bullet, but it will only cost one bullet. But I upped it so much that it'll fire extra because it's 120%.
All right.
Vinny, I'm trying to gauge your reaction to this game. Is this something that you think you would like?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I was just thinking, like, Mike, when you say, like, 150 hours, you must have done so much in 150 hours. Like the game moves so fast, and so much is coming at you. Like you've done so much graphics in 150 hours. Like there's just, you know, you could put. I've done 150 hours in something like the Witcher 3 or something, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you know, rode the horse, killed a couple of griffins, talked to some folks. Did some stuff. I couldn't even tell you what you did in the last 5 missions you did.
Is there a stat that shows you how many things you've killed overall? Can you pull that up?
I think so, and I will look. So Gara, I started building her 3 days ago. She's almost done.
Okay.
You can rush it with platinum, and again, despite that 665 platinum I have, I could have paid for that. I actually got that from trading stuff with other people.
Okay.
So there is platinum in the economy circulating.
So there's a way to get through this,
Yeah.
but in the end, ultimately, it is a grind. It is a
Yeah.
game that you are grinding a lot in, unless you want to buy it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you can get a starter pack for $50.
What?
But
Hey,
it
there's
is
some-
also a free-to-play
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Hey,
So
there's something on you.
yes, that is related to this quest that I'm doing to get Nidus, this character who uses the infested. He is part
Pustule?
of. He like the infested enemy.
Are
he
you
is part
growing a character out of your neck?
like in so
It's
many
in the
words,
game!
Sort of, yeah.
A character you grow on your neck?
Are you growing a character out of a Pokeball that is living on your neck? Yes, no.
Sort of, yeah.
Just say yes. That's fine. All right. There we go.
Who's
that guy?
Who's that?
It's
Is that
just
you?
this. It's a.
Is that
it's
story
the
thing in one
operator.
file? Oh.
It's just the operator.
Okay,
He like
spoiled.
kind of commands you. Let me see if I can. Stats.
Oh, is this like that movie? Was it Gamer?
Time played
Where's-
130. I want to watch that movie.
5 days. How many hours?
There's
is that?
kills, combat stats.
I think that's more than
Oh my
150 hours now.
God, it's 138.
Yeah.
Where does it say that? Oh, 138. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
Hey,
here's
listen,
here's how many
we'll never
Grenier I've
know.
killed. I've fought the Grenier most with 19,000. And okay, there's gonna be people watching this that are like, this is nothing. I get that.
That's over 50,000, or that's close to over 50,000 kills.
These are the bosses. These are
You've only
Total
got
kills. Okay, yeah.
what is
total kills.
what is cipher time? Because you've only done it for 6 seconds.
Cipher time.
Oh, are those the hacks?
Huh.
It must be-
Ciphers saw. Oh yeah. Ciphers, I believe, are like the machines.
Okay, so it's are those not the things that you hack? 6 seconds. That's pretty good. If whatever that means. Quit rate 7%.
6 seconds in this game is a lifetime.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Our tax.
What's the conclave?
That's PvP.
Oh, so you just haven't even touched it?
No, I have not. But that's PvP. I don't think many people. Actually, I don't. That's not true. I don't know. Someone's talking about Gara in the in-game chat. She's the one that I almost have built. I'll do a survival mission. These are the most fun, and I'll do it against the infested.
This is the woman who can go nuclear?
She's essentially like a Mass Effect bionic character. She
Okay,
does like
now you're
pushing
speaking
and
my language.
pulls,
Uh-huh.
and
I actually understand this reference now.
And then one of my favorite ones called Magnetize. She puts this magnetic dome around a character, and as long as you shoot a bullet in the dome, it will hit them because it magnetizes them and it amplifies the damage.
Okay.
So once you see this big yellow dome, because my energy is yellow, everybody on my team will just start hosing it.
So you're going to be playing hosing. Oh, you're going to be playing with other people here.
No. I'm just
Oh.
saying, like, if you were playing
If
co-op
you
with
were.
her.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
trying to find Infested because I've fought the Corpus and the Grenier. And I want to do a survival. Survival missions are cool because you can last an hour if your character is good enough. Where are this Infested? Are
Someone
they
said
on-
check out the Void at one point in the chat. I don't know if that's
Oh,
actually,
yeah, I could do that.
if that's actually a thing you would want to do or not.
It's by and large the missions are. Yeah, I could do that actually. I'll do a survival mission in the Void. So the Void,
Annie?
as they describe it, is
Annie.
the space between space.
Uh-huh. Hey, listen, I've read a lot of science fiction.
Yeah.
That's the most understandable thing
Yeah.
you've said.
Oh, it's where the
And this is
the
all the
Reapers
Tenno.
live.
The
Yes,
Tenno.
exactly.
The
Dark space.
Warframes, the Tenno, the ninjas got their powers because they can control the Void.
The Tenno,
Void energy.
The Tenno is the
The Tenno
controller?
are my characters.
Okay.
Yeah,
And they can control the Reapers through the Void.
sort of. Yeah.
You're a Reaper.
No, I'm a Warframe.
I'm sorry.
Are you a Warface?
Are there Reapers? That looks like a Reaper. Are there Reapers in this game?
I mean, not officially
There are
licensed. I
like
wouldn't
there are
think.
these like larger than life bionic organisms.
Okay.
Okay, so survival took me a bit to grasp, but it's actually it's more complex and also simpler than I thought.
Is it just horde mode, kind of?
Sort of, but you're on the whole map, and basically,
Okay.
so I'm about to set off the alarm because story-wise, there's another ninja on the ship who I'm trying to just distract people for her.
Oh, like they're gonna plant the
yeah,
bomb.
so I am the distraction. And I basically just have to survive as long as I can. And you see my life support there. If that drops to 0,
Hold on.
I have to extract
sending
because otherwise I'll
auxiliary
just start
life support.
losing health.
How do you get life support back up?
People can drop it.
Activated when
This is that
its
shotgun.
force is low.
So people can drop it right there. You'll see this will give me 4%, and that'll go back
okay.
96.
Okay.
Or you can hear her. She'll say, "I'm dropping life support," and right under it, see that little obelisk under the life support
I
meter?
see that, yes.
Those are actual like airdrops that you can go to. But if you're playing well, you shouldn't need to use those much because you'll be killing enough guys that they'll drop them.
Hey, that shotgun seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very good. Yeah. It's also like really stupid range-wise too. Like, let me try to. Okay, so watch. This is pull, and that hurts him a little bit, but also pulls him.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Why would you ever use anything else? This looks incredible.
It's a pretty good beginner gun. Yeah.
Oh, the way they fly back when they get hit. It's great.
Also, you get. Oh, so also I haven't shown you this. You can just fully equip your melee weapon instead of doing. So I have a stance equipped, so you could do like combos like that.
No. Prepare for life support.
Prepare for Titanfall.
Alex, you remember that game we looked at, like Echo or something? It was like very dark.
With the AI like copy you.
Yes.
Yes,
The,
I do
the
remember
aesthetic
that.
of this level reminds me.
Yeah, because that was like the planet itself was this like Victorian mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that. And yes, this does remind me a
So,
little of that.
Just-
It's not as like blindingly white as that
Yes.
level was, but yes.
Oh, there's a lot. Oh, that's a laser.
Additional life support has arrived.
Wow, you
got through there.
ducked. It just went under something.
Okay, so I got life support from all those guys that they dropped. Those blue things are.
Are they good?
The blue things give me energy for more power. So, damn it. Oh, so the laser been killing these guys. That's
Yeah, wait,
there's-
why did you duck? You have like super jump. What are you doing?
I
You know.
got flustered. So I'm doing. I mean, I could be doing better.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a really subpar performance.
Well, like this level of mobility you're showing here, is this like, can you do that from the beginning, or is this like leveled up?
No, you could do it from the beginning. It's just getting the muscle memory to do the slide. So you do a bullet jump by sliding and then jumping midway. But to not slow you down, you want to roll again before you hit the ground, because otherwise you'll kind of have that pause. You
Okay.
can also sprint.
Oh, is it like the Assassin's Creed thing where you're trying to time the landing and then you get a little boost out of that?
Not
or?
as precise. It's just
Okay.
like as long as you are moving before you hit the ground and you don't just land flat.
Right.
Although if you're Rhino, you might want to do that ground pound thing. So that's a life support module. This gives me 30% just for the sake of showing you. I'll do this. You'll see it'll go up 30%.
Do you lose points or something for taking
No,
it?
so every 5 minutes you survive, you get a reward. So that's what I was saying. If you're with like high level people and you play for an hour, you'll get
Very high stuff.
I don't know what the math of that.
Stuff.
12 rewards,
Okay.
and they'll get better as you go.
The enemies, I assume, come in bigger waves.
The enemies get better later as you go. More of those shield guys will start showing up, so I'll have to focus on them. I'll show you Magnetize, the one I was talking about. So as long as I just hit that dome, it'll hurt him.
Can only this character use this shotgun?
No, literally any character can use this shotgun.
Oh.
I upgraded it with Rhino mostly, but it's mainly all the mods that I change. But if I wanted to bring a new character into a high level, I could theoretically survive because of this shotgun.
This is just legitimately some of the most video game I've seen
Yeah.
a
Oh,
game
yeah.
try to offer.
And it's nuts that I didn't start playing this until 2 months ago. It's been around for almost 6 years now, and like
Yeah.
it's funny to see Destiny like taking cues from it because it came out before Destiny, like a full year.
You put 150 hours in 2 months in?
It was like the holidays I started,
Okay, yeah.
and
I mean,
admittedly, a lot of that is probably idle time on my ship. I would assume.
I wouldn't.
And then I have another attack called Polarize. It takes their shields or their armor and makes them into tiny shards that stab them. And you can combine the powers. Cool. Like say I do Magnetize, and this dome is now damaging. I can pull people into it. And I like Mag a lot.
Yeah. It does seem, I get the Mass Effect stuff.
But the attack that I showed you where it like took their armor, that also refills your teammates' armor. So that's the ability that you kind of just want to focus on if you're playing high-level co-op with her. And all this time you could see, so Argon Crystals are actually those are used in a lot of good weapons to build them.
Another life support
I haven't been paying
capsule is
attention to my
now
life
available.
support.
No, you're at like
You're
72%.
fine.
You seem to be doing all
Is
right.
there
Just a couple of drops.
Is this a headshot game?
It helps a lot, yes.
It does, okay.
You can also use bow and arrows in this game and make them really good. A lot of people use, and those get
It's
really
in the
good.
game.
Yeah.
You want a bow and arrow? In the game.
What didn't I show you with
You want
her?
one of those like slingshots that have the wrist thing on it?
There's also a lot of stealth
it.
in this game, believe it or not.
That seems like a mistake.
So not in this game mode. In survival, obviously, you're trying to be a distraction. But there's one called Spy, which actually incorporates platforming. I really like Spy missions, despite hating them at first, because they're kind of difficult. And there are characters such as Loki, which I showed you, that trickster dude. They kind of thrive on stealth. And literally at any point, I could go invisible right now as him. And the joke is that, like, if you want the game to be easy as hell, you just play Loki.
Because then no one can see you.
No one can see you, but you can keep shooting them, and if you're using a bow and arrow, a silent weapon, you could shoot them without becoming visible. So if you're against a boss and he's messing you up, you could just go, sorry. You can go invisible and then shoot him from whatever that invisibility spectrum is.
Febreze Ninja in the chat is saying there's also a high jump you can do, which is...
Oh yeah, so if I look directly at the ground or directly up and do the bullet jump, it does that. Let me get... So if you're looking straight down or straight up, it'll do that. And you can get up pretty high. And then,
wow.
And then and then you can cling to walls, too. Sorry.
Oh, right, you're Spider-Man, too. Just wanted to throw that out there.
No,
Just,
you
a
see,
little
you're
side.
like magnetized to it.
Wait, every character is magnetized to a wall?
Yep, they all have... Oh, you can do wall run. So you can do a wall run if I wanted to show you that.
Also, you could just play Madden if you want to. It's just
right.
football at one point.
Oh, so there's this thing called Frame Fighter they're working on, and they're putting each of the characters in this game, all 38, 39 now, on your ship. You can have a console that you play it as a 2D Mortal Kombat fighter.
It's just dreams.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm at 16%. I wasn't paying attention. I'll go to 10 minutes and then extract. And they're also...
Keep you going for a while.
Another thing people ask for a lot is when you're playing co-op, it's kind of annoying if you're playing with random people and you're trying to extract. You cannot extract unless you're with the whole team. So say you jump into a game and you want to play for 10 minutes. If they are planning on an hour session, then you can't. And you'll lose those rewards if you quit.
Will everybody? I assume the people who stick around can keep going. Right?
They can keep going as long as they want, but unless all four are at extraction, you can't technically extract with the rewards.
Will they party up with? Excuse me. Will somebody else come in? Like if you drop out, somebody else can join their match.
Yeah, the matchmaking in this game is pretty good. There's higher level missions. The hardest thing right now that I have at my disposal is called a sortie. And those are these 3-tiered missions that are those are where, like, despite the community, in my opinion, being very welcoming, and like they have this whole program called Guides of the Lotus, which pretty much, if you're in the in-game chat, like if I press start and then bring up the chat down here, I could say, hey, can I have help with this? And if there's someone there around, they will come help you and teach you how to do something. But in those sortie missions, the get good mentality can rear its ugly head. But I haven't seen much of it at all, because I know what I'm doing enough to survive and not damage my team, but they're usually carrying us, so to speak.
Who is it? Who is screaming, get good at me? I will never get good. Never.
Let me...
You can have multiples of the same character in any mission?
Yep. You can, yeah. There's like later on, there's a few support characters. One's called Oberon. It's actually pretty good. I found 2 of those crystals because I needed those for, character.
You know you can just jump over that thing, right?
Yeah. I actually probably... and the thing about this...
Oh, that guy's big.
Yeah.
So her ultimate is the shield thing?
No, it's this. It's called Crush.
Consider extraction.
I like that you completely forgot to do that at any point up to now.
It's actually it's good in like mid-level missions, but later on it's not her most useful. But you just like shatter their skeleton for the most part.
Oh.
For the most part.
It's an ultimate. Shit. I might die right here. Yep. Nope. You're
gonna make it.
Haha.
You're alive.
Shields are back.
Man, in PvP, how do you hit anybody?
PvP is very different. Like, a lot of the characters' powers are very modified to not be... I mean, in PvE, every single power is pretty game-breaking.
And now you're just fighting,
I'm at 8%.
Tongues.
Shit.
Like a
Cosmic
walking
horror
tongue.
elder gods while you're at it.
I should get life support.
Oh, you're almost there.
Yeah.
You're 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm at 34%.
Life support has been required.
So now
moving
I'm...
to the exit, right?
Yeah, so as long as I reach 10 minutes, I'll get the rewards. If it goes down to 0, it'll just start ventilating the entire place.
That should keep you going for a while.
Yeah, I'm good. I can head to the exit.
But you have to get to the exit. to get out of
Yeah.
here.
Well, you don't have to get before it reaches 0%. Once you reach 0%, you can't. The clock will stop and you don't get rewards anymore.
Okay, so you just have to get out of there at that point.
So I just got that reward. That's a relic. Those are really useful in general. Where is?
Wait, did you respawn?
Yeah.
And you have the 4 respawns for this as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
but
that's
you'll fail the mission if the life support gets all the way down because that's like the
Right.
objective. Ah, there we go.
You
Hey, look at
are
that.
out.
So that was a survival mission. Those are the ones you can really like farm, I guess. Some of the ones you can really farm. Then it shows you the stuff I got here.
What's happening to you? Oh, you're in a ship.
That's my ship. Yeah.
That's cool. And the frame just goes on the bottom of the ship?
yeah. So
What's in the ship? Oh, that's your ship.
that's my
you're
ship, yeah.
inside?
Mhm.
Wow.
And you can customize how it looks. I did random colors for
Can
it.
you get it bigger on the inside? Or is it,
It won't
always
be
the
bigger.
same?
It'll always be the same clown
Okay.
car kind of thing.
Okay.
These Argon Crystals are actually pretty good because those are used to build a lot of higher level stuff.
My goodness.
But there is a ton. This is like your codex for your main quest lines.
What?
Oh,
Those
the Jordan's
are
preset.
like the story quests.
Hey.
These are factions that you can align with.
What was that drawing?
Oh, it's the story is like
It's a comic?
this colony, this kid sort of like summoned you because its parents died and everything.
Okay, you know what.
She drew it.
You know, the glass gambit.
Uh-huh.
I think it's like cave drawing. I don't know actually. I'm kind of doing that. So this will give me the character Titania. This will give me Nidus. This I completed Octavia's anthem. I just haven't built her. She's the metronome one, or sorry, sequencer one.
So,
This is the market. I actually have.
can you show the market?
Yeah. So when I signed in today, my daily reward was 50% off a market purchase.
Okay. You'll buy something.
Yeah, I could. So I have
Shamrock.
It's limited time.
I mean, you don't want to miss this, Mike.
And only in 6
See,
days, that thing is gone.
So that's Mesa Prime. Mesa. Lore-wise, the Prime characters are the original version of the character before they got cloned. Because so I have 665 platinum.
How much are these things? What is?
So Tenogen, people started. They gave the art software to people to let community members make their own stuff, and there's some that make such great stuff that's like their full-time job, and they're not technically employed by Digital Extremes like full-time.
Okay.
They're just making their own stuff for the marketplace.
They're not like exploited. They get paid.
Right.
They earn a living by making
Yeah,
these.
So
skins.
what about the stuff that's not so good? Can you get that? Like the stuff
No,
that people
I
make?
don't. I think there's a screening process on
Okay.
Digital Extremes' part. Yeah.
So-
So this is the second newest dude, Baruch. He's like a Zenyatta monk warrior. Trying to think.
What's that?
I guess if I had 50% off, I'd be best spent on.
Something big.
So the veteran characters will say no, spend it on cosmetics like color palettes or a new helmet for someone. But at the point I'm at with a 50%, I would actually probably spend it on a character. So there are several characters I know are like a nightmare to farm.
Okay.
Specifically Nidus. Mesa's not that easy either. She's the like the Western cowboy. Her ultimate, she just pulls out these dual pistols and like shoots everything on screen.
What
She's
about
really cool.
Necrose.
Necrose is also really good because he's got this ability that if there are dead bodies around, he will just pull more loot out of them. So he's kind of like your loot main, I guess. I don't know. People use him to build other characters. So
I
he's
see.
very valuable.
Oh,
And I don't
there's
have him.
Octavia, yeah.
How many characters are there?
39 as of the other day on PC. On PS4 right now is 38, but
Okay.
Hildren is in this spot. Or I guess in the H.
Ooh,
as
look at
well.
Wukong down there.
He is kind of a. I don't know. He's frowned on as like this boring character because he just kind of. He doesn't serve any really great utility in co-op. Apparently, he's just kind of boring.
You can't test him before
I
you
don't
buy
think
him?
he's boring. I'm looking at him right now.
He looks awesome, yeah.
Predator.
So he's a primal warrior with the heart of a trickster.
Oh.
I mean, that's cool. Escape death by receiving a boost of health when killed. So he's kind of just like.
I'm not saying buying him. I just want to take a look at
no,
him.
he's.
What about Saren?
Zephyr's
She
pretty cool
uses
there, too.
poison and stuff. Zephyr actually have been built. Oh, I didn't show you guys my dojo. Let me show you my dojo. This game has a very this game has a very extensive clan system.
And this is Optimus Prime.
I made my own clan.
Master.
I am the only member of this clan. And I started the clan because it's called Fillmore Street. It's where I lived in San Francisco. I started the clan because there's 5 characters that you can only get unless you pay for them by building this lab in your dojo. And like having the dojo in general, you can just build cooler weapons and stuff. So this is my dojo. If there were other members of my clan, they could all contribute the resources. You would share the resources amongst each other and build up stuff together. If you guys are going to play on PS4, you're more than welcome to join Fillmore Street. We're an elite society. It's just me.
Very selective.
So these are the characters. That's Banshee right there being built. That's Volt. Volt you can also get right at the beginning of the game. I think you started with him.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's electricity. That's Zephyr.
So you can only build 3 at a time?
Oh no, that's an aesthetic thing. I have all 5 like in the process. But you also get like these Dark Watch looking weapons you can do. You can get Wolverine claws.
So no, those are Wolverine claws.
Yeah. You can get shuriken that you throw, new bow and arrow. But then these are the characters. The Banshee, Neja, which is like this fire rhino, Volt, Wukong, and Zephyr. But yeah, the everybody shares resources in the clan, and
that's cool.
It's taking a while by myself, but I'm kind of doing it in between. The thing with this game is, despite the farming and the grinding, there's so much going on, and it's so fun just mechanically and kinetically that I don't mind because I'm always kind of having fun with it. And it's also not like Destiny where later on there are missions where you never play them anymore in Destiny because there's literally no point in opening any of these chests. In this game, that sort of exists to a certain extent, but also there's kind of always some use for.
That's the electricity room.
That's
a reactor. So
is there supposed to be stuff in here like couches and?
I can make it much more hospitable.
Okay.
I just didn't.
But
those are
dojo.
reactors.
Look, you are a man of Spartan tastes. You know, you just want a very clean kind of look.
Yeah, I don't go to my dojo to relax. I go to hone my
Therefore,
skills.
kind of a postmodern vibe.
So you could decorate.
Oh, I see.
There's a lot, and there's also like those reactors are. You have to power your base depending on what you get.
Why do you have the council there kind of watching over you?
I don't know what these are. Oh, those are the that's the Grenier infested and Corpus. I actually don't know what is this room?
Don't even know your own
Oracle.
dojo.
The base is
the trampoline room.
This is kind of a passive thing that you need to build this before you can build other stuff.
I see. It's a cool dojo.
People have
Thanks for
much
letting me in
better
your
looking
dojo.
dojos. Yeah, so you can get I'll do an armored Grenier right here. I'm not gonna do that.
You have to pay for this?
Or do you already own it?
That's actually a good question. Do I own it?
I don't know. Don't fuck up
How
your
do I
dojo.
place it?
I don't. Why are you? Okay, if
Free
you're
play.
asking
Wait,
us,
can you
then
wait?
confirm.
It says hold. Can you do another one? Don't place it there. Cancel that.
Move.
Okay, now hold left on the D-pad.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's slow. Am I shrinking it?
Wait, scale up, down is
maybe
up, or
up on the
down?
D-pad.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's quicker.
That's
as
a
small as it
Oh,
gets.
how big can it get? Okay.
Pretty
keep
big.
going. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's pretty
I mean,
big.
that's
That's pretty
big.
big. That's pretty. Keep it upside down.
Hold L2,
L2
and
It's just spin around in a circle.
Hold L2.
Yeah.
then move the
Guess
stick.
not.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'll put him right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it hard to walk in here.
Yeah. Really intimidating when you walk in. I think it's floating.
It does.
I
appear to
don't.
be.
I guess I don't.
And it's floating.
Hey, you know what? Your dojo's rad.
Yeah, it's sick.
You got a sick
But anyway, yeah.
Well, This is a lot
Are
to
you
digest.
sure, Mike, that we have seen everything?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not in the
well,
slightest.
so the answer is yes.
I will say there's a lot of good boss fights, like there's like mechanics to the fights. There's a lot. I probably shouldn't dig myself a hole and try to start explaining it all. But there's a lot. It's a very fun game. I forget all the time that it's free to play because it's just well worth your time. I think if you're into like any kind of loot shooter, I think this game is even more relevant now than it was because of Anthem and the Division 2 and especially just all like different characters in this game. It's fun to experiment with everything and
And it's free.
yes, you could download it for free and you could play it for free. The tagline is ninjas play free.
Oh, how about everybody else?
Oh, like juggalos?
You're not a ninja.
if you're in the gathering of juggalos.
if you're a juggalo, you might as well just like
if you run with the Dark Carnival.
get out of here.
They have to pay, yeah. They have to pay the dark price.
Yeah.
Should we get out of here?
Sure.
We were gonna look at the Division, but boy howdy,
I think we made the right choice.
There's not much left in the tank here.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Or
to
is
take
the
up
Division just in this game?
Don't be sorry.
Is
Division
there
is
a
this
part where you
game.
go to New York and just kind of
Oh,
what?
so I can go in this
Is that your bathroom?
Oh, it's still going.
It's
He's
your
still got
bath-
stuff.
It's your bathroom.
because of the thing on my neck. I'm allowed access into this room because the dude recognizes that I'm infested.
Who?
That thing.
Wait, why is that on
Does
your
he
ship?
just live on your ship?
I actually don't know. It's part of a quest I'm doing, and I don't know.
The mysteries.
I really
of
don't
Warframe.
know. He's tied to that Nidus dude I mentioned.
We need to. I'm
Got
gonna.
nothing. I
I'll
can't.
ju- I can
anymore.
click
I cannot
that button.
digest any more information.
Yeah.
You're
today.
just gonna open up some other room and it's just gonna be like a camera shot of us. It's just gonna be like, I've never been here before. That's just weird. Oh, thank you very much, Mike. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Dan. Thanks everybody for watching. That was Warframe. Before that, we had Dungeons of the Endless. Tune in this Friday as Dan beats some 007, some GoldenEye.
You're gonna do
You're
it.
so close.
You're gonna do it.
I can beat the caverns. I can do that.
You can beat it. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back a little bit later this week.